We're the Off-Road Wombats, and in our group is Libby Caldwell, Stephen Kramer, and Hayden Riley. And at the end of our last manufacturing period, we had the back axle attached along with our suspension. And our benchmark is we want to have our chainring, cassettes, and components cut out by the plasma cam, and also have our steering completed and start working on propulsion. And you will know we've met this by having completed steering and the plans for propulsion displayed on a video. And so first off, we made a chainring using the plasma cam. And this is using the old model of the chainring, which has now been changed. And we also made hinges and universal joints to go inside the hinges. Hayden then designed a new bracket system because our old bracket system was a little off-center and misaligned. And so here are the new bracket and pieces made by the plasma cam. And Hayden then used a welder to weld everything together. And then we started making the rack and pinion steering as well out of the plasma cam. And since the single sheet of metal was not wide enough, we decided to use 3 pieces of metal to make it thicker so that we'd have more room for air. And once we had all 3 pieces cut out, we attached them together using screws and nuts. And so this is it completed, and it fits pretty flush with the rack. And after this, we started to make the bearings and the bushing for our propulsion. And unfortunately, the bearings would slide together in our bushing, so we had to put a piece of tube stock between the bearings to keep them from sliding in. So this is what we have with our propulsion, and next we started measuring the angle and length for our propulsion supports. And then we cut those out. And this is what we have so far with our steering system. And our next steps are to have our steering and propulsion both completed by the end of the manufacturing period.